Hey everyone, it's Bricknut. First off, I'm going to apologise if you can hear any wind noise. I've got the fan going because it is rather warm in here tonight. This isn't actually the video I wanted to do. Well, as you can see, I've built the digger. 8862 is the set number. The vintage digger. But I couldn't do the review on that because it's not complete. I need to order a few parts, a couple of replacement parts because they're broken, a couple because they're incorrect, and a couple of parts because they're missing. But we'll get to that in a moment. Last weekend, it was last Saturday, which I think was the 22nd of June, I went to a car boot sale, same one that me and Mum go to on a regular basis. And there's always a guy there that sells Lego. That's all he sells on his stall. And I bought a fair amount from him this time. One of which were these little tow trucks. Yes, tow trucks, because there's another one. And another one. And another one. Got 4 of them in total. Let me just pan the camera over this way. And I also got this and this from him. That was £20. I'll just get this out so you can actually see it a bit better. I can't remember the year this was released or its set number, but I did want this when that was released. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to look it up. I'm sure if I type like Lego fire truck or something into Google Images, I'll find this. And I'll find the instructions, and I'll dismantle it and rebuild it just to make sure it is complete. Because I really wanted that when that first came out and I just never got to get it. So glad I've got that one, and I do want to make it original. I'm not fussed about that there's no fire stickers or anything like that on it. I'm just glad to have that truck. But then he did a deal on these with me because I went back a little while later to get this and these because I didn't see these at first. So he wanted £20 for that, and these were £2 each. But he did the whole lot for £25. I know this one isn't complete. There's something missing off of the turntable up there. There's no stickers on the computer screens in here, or on the thingy that slides out of there, that slides in and out. So I've already got this set, I just don't have it built up. In fact, I've got a few of these. Have I got 2 or 3 of these? For some reason I dismantled every one I got for some reason. I think it's lack of space actually. So yeah, I could actually build up the other one and have 2 of these, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is dig out my instructions, dismantle this and rebuild it, replacing any incorrect parts and adding what's missing. Because I did actually like this. Well, we can see there's a bit missing from the cab already. It's missing 2 of the cab lights. Anyway, I did buy these for a reason. They were £2 each, which was cheap considering you get the figure and all these parts. But I really wanted, not that bit, the tow hooks, because it was well over a year now. I redecorated this whole apartment and I had to move all the Lego from this room into the bedroom out of the way, and I was in the process of doing that, and I must have had a bad day that day because I did it at least twice, so I was not happy. I moved my shelf station that I used to have on my Lego seat, which is now above my head on the shelf, and I had this tow truck sitting on the forecourt. Bad idea, because this rolled, hit the floor, snapped the hook. And when I saw this, I thought these were better deals, as they were £2 each, than going on eBay and paying, you know, £2 or more just for the tow hook assembly. plus shipping. So I thought, it's a no-brainer. I might as well just get all 4 of these and have a bunch of spare parts, 4 figures, and yeah, I don't think they're sets. I think he's built these himself out of some loose Lego. I think I'm going to keep this one assembled up because I do like it. It just reminds me so much of the old school 1980s and 1990s Lego sets, you know, the old 4 stud wide. Probably my favourite 2 decades. And this one's actually got a Workman from the 1980s in it. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one assembled. The other 3 will get broken for parts. And I'm going to try and take the grey hook from this one and fit it into this one because it's got the blue tow hook, not a red one. And I'm also certain I broke another tow truck doing the exact same thing, but I can't remember which one it was. Right, so I'm going to chuck all of these over here on the end of my town for now. I know my forehead's been cut off of shot. There we go. Oh, I've upgraded the lighting as well. I've got a bigger spotlight. Spreads the light a bit more over here. But let's bring this back in. Now, I think once I'd inventoried this, and Peeron, it's not the best site to use for inventories, because I find that they're usually inaccurate. But it wasn't actually far off for this set. That was actually pretty good. In fact, I found extras. But once I'd inventoried this, I then built it, because I thought I had all the parts. In fact, I was missing 2. Well, I had the incorrect 2 pieces. You see, for the front loader, there's meant to be a tri-blade piece in there, tri-blade sort of propeller piece like this. This one, as you can see, though, has got studs on each blade. I need the one with the Technic pinhole through each blade. Well, I need 2 of those, which I have ordered. I ordered those today. But that's just to link this piece, and a Technic pin there, just so the bucket tip mechanism works. It just forms part of the linkage. So once I've got those, I can actually put them on there. I've just put a temporary sort of 90-degree plate in there just to hold this bucket up. But I also noticed that this cylinder is broken. It will close like that, but it won't open. But then again, before I put it on the backhoe here, the metal shaft piece did fall straight out of the cylinder, so it's not sealing or anything. So yeah, this one doesn't open all the way. It should open further than it has, but that's as far as it will get. You know, it should, if I just hold this bit steady, it should open like that. It's about as far as that should go, but... And it won't hold the weight either. That will suddenly drop later. Now, this is the spare one I added because one was missing. That's working fine. And I also seem to have lost a length of black hose that I ordered. I can't find it anywhere. So I had to substitute these 2 for some dark grey. So when I order the cylinders in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to order another length of black hose, because I want it as close to being original as I can get it. I say close because I don't think I'm going to get it 100%, because yeah, the problem this has got is related again to the front loader. See, it's got a plate right here. That light grey plate, that's supposed to be yellow. I've got a yellow one on that side. Now, I don't have a yellow one. I have searched my Technic spares high and low. I do not have another yellow one. I don't even think I've got another grey one because I didn't find one of those either. I looked on Bricklink. I searched the part number. Only a grey one. One grey one came up. Under that part number anyway. I looked on eBay. Now I did find about 3 or 4 sellers that had a bunch of various Technic plates like these, different lengths and slightly different shapes like the L shapes and whatnot. So you just went in and you just picked what shape and what colour you wanted. And I had these, but not in yellow. All the sellers I looked at that were selling these plates, none of them had them in yellow. They were all sold out. Black, I could have got black. I could have got grey. Dark and light grey. Yellow, nope. So, the options I've got is, I think I've got 2 options. I can either go out and buy another grey one, so I have a matching pair there, which is still better than the odd colours that it's got, because the odd colours are going to drive me bonkers. It's going to drive me nuts more than having 2 grey ones on there, to be honest. And just leave it at that, or I leave it as it is, knowing that the odd colours will drive me bonkers, but just wait and see if I can find a yellow one in the future. I've thought about it a little bit already, and I think I'm going to go for a grey one for now, because odd colours like that really drive me nuts. I don't like that. Some might say I'm a little bit OCD with things like that. I think I am, actually. But out of my own Lego spares, I didn't actually have to add many parts to it. A few bushings, a couple of these wheels. In fact, I only found 1 in my collection, so I went and ordered 2, only to find a 4th one in my big tub of loose spare Technic. So I've got 2 of these on the way that I don't really need anymore, so I'll just go in with all my other spares. The weighted brick at the front here, that was missing. The pneumatic switches here, they were missing. One of the pneumatic cylinders was missing. All the pneumatic hose was missing. But I think a lot of the gears were there, apart from the really small, I can't remember what the proper name is. I call them a beveled gear, because they're designed to work at angles like that. I did have to add a bunch of those because there was a bunch missing, but yeah, I would say this was about 90% complete. I think for £10 from a CarBoot sale, with a bunch of spare Technic as well, because there was a bunch in the box that didn't belong to this, I can't complain, really. I'll just be glad once I've got this where I want it. The outriggers, they work, you know, all the gear systems and everything works, steering works. What does this one do? Is that the outriggers? No, this one makes the digger arm go back and forth. Actually, what I'll do this is the most awkward way possible. And just so you can see it, you see, it just goes back and forth. This one does the outriggers. Well, that's not good. Something has just fallen onto the floor. Anyway, I hope you can see the outriggers going down. They go down, they go up, they work fine. That one raises and lowers the loader. The one the other side does the bucket tilt. What was it that fell off? Oh, it's a little bushing. Oh dear. No, it's not. That's the axle nut that's fallen off the bottom of the... Oh, it's managed to unscrew itself. There's me worried earlier about this whole assembly coming off of the turntable, forgetting and it's got these nuts on a shaft that goes all the way through the middle, so that ain't going to come off, is it? Well, unless the nut falls off like that. There's also a bushing on there, so that was the slew, wasn't it? I think I might have done it a bit too tight, because it's a bit tight to move now. Well, it's not too bad actually. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to just getting those few bits that I need to complete this. This is, ever since I got my other backhoe loader up on the shelf, I'd been looking for this, but I kept putting it off buying it. I kept looking on eBay and I kept putting it off. And as soon as I saw this at the CarBoot a few weeks ago, I thought, I've got to buy it. I knew it was going to be incomplete, but I thought I've got to buy it anyway. So either way, I'm pleased that I got it. But I will do a full review on it and demonstration once I've got all the parts for it. As for this bench, this is where I actually do a lot of my building now. Not for big sets like this, but just for the small sort of Lego City sets and whatnot. I actually build them on here now. That bit of wood is just to stop the Lego going down the back. Probably one of my favourite vintage sets now, this one. It's actually my only vintage Technic set. No, it isn't. I'm telling fibs, that's not my only vintage Lego set, is it? I've got another couple under there. I might make an interesting video. I could get those out and show you those. I could actually build one. I bought it 2-3 years ago and I've never built it. It's just been stored in the box. Anywho, I'm going to leave the video here, otherwise I'm going to start rambling and whatnot. So, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give the video a like. It's much appreciated. And don't forget, I do have a Discord server and I do have Facebook as well. Got a Facebook page. Not only do I post updates on things that I'm up to, like photos and things, I do post statuses on my Facebook page if videos are going to be running late or if I'm not going to make an upload, because I'm actually running late with this one today. Because of, I don't know what to call it really. Don't want to call it an issue because it's not really an issue, but basically Mum had a fall yesterday, so I was busy down there and I didn't get time to do the video yesterday. Because I was going to build this yesterday and that plan went out the window. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.